Hi, people of God. I was trying to do a sliding, but it didn't work. Hi, you are welcome to Sarah's Corner on today's episode of Sarah's Corner. So I cook like a major cooking once a week and just do subsequent one, just little food throughout the week. So today I'll be preparing chicken stew and jollof rice. Now, tell me why it was so hard to get angry for me to video. Like I almost gave up. Like I was going left, going right. It wasn't just coming right. Now don't mind me. Every time I cut onions, it is like that. Like it was so hard to get angry. Content creators, you guys are trying. Like I was watch some people video, and I'd be like, wow. Now it was time for me to do my own. It was wow, wow, wow. Like ambulance sign. Anyway, now let me put a disclaimer out there. So there, I forgot to buy salt. Now I didn't forget. I went to store and I forgot to check out my salt. So when I went to cook now, I started looking at. I started checking everywhere. There was no salt. But lucky for me, my sister stays 2 minutes away. Now you guys be hearing my sister, my sister, my sister. So that is me just pulling a cord to my sister to bring salt. I have tons of sisters that are older than me here, not blood related, but they are friends and they became family, right? So they are my sisters. So and I have a particular one that stays 2 minutes away from me. She has been nothing but awesome. Like awesome. Every time I do not have anything in the house, I just call her like, my sister, do you have this? And I'm like, okay, come. And I'll just go pick it up. So honestly, we used to stay far away from each other before, but when we started staying, I, it has, living in America with 3 kids without family can be a lot. So having a support system goes a long way. I don't know why I was that there, but I had to get salt. That was me just showing you guys my salt. Now, let me put a disclaimer out there. I am not a chef. I learned my jollof rice from the street of Instagram and YouTube. I don't really make jollof rice because my sister she make jollof rice in large quantity, and she's always calling me like, oh babe, I have jollof rice, yeah, come grab. So she has always been my jollof person. But occasionally I like to eat my jollof rice. Now I prefer my mom's jollof rice, but it is not like this. She use, I think, grounded pepper and like tomato paste, and there's a way she does us that comes out banging every time, like every time. But it is not the regular like the way people do jollof rice. But I pick hers anytime, any day. All right. I already put a disclaimer out there, so I don't want you coming to say, why is your jollof rice like this? That is me trying to be an ambassador for Buchi blender. So Buchi people, if you are seeing this, come sign your girl up. Anyway, so I was dividing my pepper into two. Like I said, I want to do chicken stew and jollof rice. So I literally just divided the pepper. So now I cook this for like this for the whole week. I do the jollof rice in large portion, then I do the stew too. But I know sometimes I calculate like, oh, we're going to eat this for like 5 days or 6 days. And before you know it, because I have men in the house, sometimes it's like 3 days, the whole food is gone. So I guess to cook again. But it still helps me to start the week, right? Like cooking in large portion helps me to start the week. Me, I don't know why I was dancing there, but I was trying to show you guys this tomato paste. So I used to have a friend that'll tell you, go buy tomato paste from African store, like to make your jollof rice. But that's kind of tastes like Nigerian noodle too. So I use that. I don't like frying my meat with oil, so I just air fry them and just let air fryer do the thing, and it comes out nice. You wouldn't even know I didn't fry it. See, I was trying to show you guys my method. By the same time, I didn't want anybody dragging me, so I just I just told myself, girl, let people go and learn from from chef and how to do jollof rice. That is me just adding different spices to. So I like to add my spices to the tomato paste before adding this, the But I was just showing you guys that I have two rosemaries. I didn't know. I went to store and I went to go and get extra rosemary. See me, I didn't know that there was still one in the house. That's because I need to organize my pantry. I need to organize my kitchen because everything is just everywhere. Maybe I should do a video on that, and if that will probably encourage me to actually put in the work. Now, that is me adding my pepper mix to the tomato paste. Like I really fried my tomato paste, like fried. Let it be fried because I don't like it having sour taste. But some people say it's the meat that doesn't have sour taste. But anyway, now that I was trying to show you guys my chicken and the camera fell and I burnt myself. This content thing, like I burnt myself because I was trying to show the fried meat. Anyway, thank God for first aid and it came to my rescue. Now, one thing about jollof rice is you want to make sure that your stew, like the oil on your stew, is already floating. That's when you know that your stew is done. Now, I don't want anyone dragging me with Maggie or salt, so I just should little part and I just edited that part because, like I said, I already dropped a disclaimer. I'm not a chef. I'm just doing my thing. Then I added belief to my stew, and that was everything I did with that jollof. So, and then I added my washed rice. See- Now I don't want to be explaining this process to you guys because I don't want you guys saying, that is not how they do it. Oh, that is not how my grandma do it. That's not how my great grandfather cook jollof rice. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Anyway, let it marry themselves. Let the stew and jollof rice and the rice rather marry themselves. Add a little water. That I am sure. You don't need too much water to cook jollof rice. Just the steams work, right? So I added water and I added the meat stock to it. Now, back to the story of my sister. We used to stay far away from each other. Then we bought a house. We didn't even know like the house was like close to their house when we were looking for a house. So we got our house. It was close to the house, and it has been a blessing. One of these days I'll show in my video. Now, like I said, I was doing jollof rice and chicken stew. So that means just doing my stew beside my jollof rice because man, I want it to be done. Cooking takes forever. Tell me what I was climbing to show you guys. This cooking thing was like I still end up showing the ring light. Anyway, that is all for for this episode of cooking. That is my chicken stew. Guys, help subscribe, help like, help watch, help share. Support this your sister. Till I see you in my next episode. Bye.